Well, everyone, we're back. We now have 4 clean filters, and we're going to start reassembling our filter system. So there's one thing that I didn't talk about that I want to make sure that I mention. When you're cleaning your filter grids, okay, you want to make sure that you're getting in those grids as much as possible without breaking these bands. These bands are what help keep the structure nice and strong. They keep the pleats where they need to be to filter properly. Once your filters are nice and clean, again, spraying off with the hose, they do have cartridge filter cleaner attachments that you can utilize. We're now going to place our 4 filters back in our filter. If you look, what I've done is I actually undid the drain cap and I got rid of all the contaminants at the bottom of the filter. And we're going to start now assembling our filter again. So take all 4 filters, put them in place. So this looks really easy, and guess what it is? It's a little time consuming. What you didn't see while we stepped away was 2 things. One, letting all the air out of the system so that way you didn't have a vacuum seal on your lid. That was about 5 minutes, and it took about 20 to 25 minutes to properly clean the filters. It may take you a little longer depending on the severity of how much debris is in the filters. But mine were not that bad, so about 20 to 30 minutes, let's say. So there's 4 circles on the bottom that allow you to know where to line them up. You're going to get them all close. You're now going to take the top of your filter, your filter housing, I should say. And you're make sure I just clean everything off a little bit. It may even be a good idea to hose it off if it's real bad. Mine doesn't tend to be that bad right now. We're going to go ahead and make sure that put that back in. You want to make sure you don't pinch this gasket while you're putting it on. And we're just going to line all of our filters up. Wiggle it in place, get it nice and tight. One other big thing to do before you put your top on, check your gasket for any big gouges, any debris, rocks, anything that's sitting on your gasket right here. You will have a leak, and it's not fun to take it apart more than once. My gasket looks great. I don't see any pinch marks. I don't see any dirt or any debris. It's actually good to go. We're going to go ahead. Take our filter again. I just have this in an area where it could have got sand on it. I just check that, make sure I got no debris inside of there. You go ahead and place this over slowly. Oh, my gasket stayed on but almost fell off. That is okay if it does. You just have to fix it. Reseat this all the way around. That one went pretty easy, guys. Now we're going to go ahead, we're going to take our band. I usually like getting down here level with it. It helps me line it up properly. I like my band to be somewhere in the front. It doesn't matter, not really. It's wherever you're comfortable getting to it. If you don't want to see it, if you have a nice landscape yard, my backyard, it doesn't matter so much. I don't mind putting the band in the front. Come step away, front. For this process, you're probably going to take it all the way apart. Take this off so you can get it by here. And, oh, yep, almost made it. I'm going to go and hand tighten it. Then we're going to tighten her up. Okay, pretty good there. And you're going to go almost till they touch. What I usually like to do is every one of them, I wouldn't say is different, but I go till they almost touch, turn it on, and then check for leaks, and sometimes it gives me room for a couple extra turns. If you read on your band right here, it tells you the gap not to exceed a 1/16 of an inch. So that's all we're going to do. We're going to leave a 1/16 and then see what it looks like. It's about a 1/16 right there. So we're gonna leave it right there. We're gonna go ahead and start our system back up. Again, your system may be a little bit different than mine, so we'll have to see. Again, starting up your pump just like you normally would in any other way. If you have a JEPR controller, that's going to be a little box on the back with 4 yellow buttons. And then you probably know how to turn your pump on. Typically during the day, it's going to be pump speed number 2. So that's how we put the filter together. And now we just watch water flow through our system. It's going to build back up. We'll get rid of most of the air out of our basket and move on with our day. That's it, guys.